Okay. Now, Tilda's gonna get her teeth brushed, and we have Arm & Hammer Complete Care toothbrush for dogs, and she actually likes this chicken flavor. So, uh, she lets me do it. Sometimes she gets a little difficult, especially when it comes to doing the back, doing the front. I got that side. Let me get this side. Let me get this side. Let me brush your teeth and show everybody how you get your teeth brushed. See, she just let. She lets me get her. She lets me brush her teeth, and they come very clean. I like this toothpaste because it does get all the tartar off of her teeth, and that makes me. I like that better because she will. Come here, come here, come here. Let me finish. Let mommy finish. And mommy finish. Get all your teeth. We gotta get the back. Come on, we gotta get the back. Sorry about the noise in the background because they're building a building over across the street, and it gets cold in here to me. So if I turn my air on, even if it's down low, it or Tilda, come on now, let mommy brush your teeth. Let mommy get the back. There we go. See, she lets me, as long as you get a good rhythm going, she'll let you do it. And until she gets tired of you scrubbing in her mouth. And I don't try to pick her jaws up because that's when she starts the fidgeting and stuff. So I just kind of let it go and let it go on, and she'll be still enough for me to brush her teeth. Come on, you got two sides. Come on, let me get the other side, and then mommy let you go. Come on. Stop being so difficult. And the reason why I try to keep her teeth brushed is because even though it's healthy to keep the dog's teeth brushed, and it keeps her breath from smelling like, ugh. It keeps her breath from stinking so bad. Because, they get out there and they licking stuff, and they're dogs. So they're licking stuff and chewing on stuff. Come on, let mommy finish. Let mommy finish. Tilda, let mommy finish. Had a girl. Had a girl. Let's lay to the side and let mommy finish doing your teeth. And mama finish. And she just lets it. She'll lay here and she'll let me finish brushing her teeth. She's a good girl. She's not difficult. Yeah. She's not gonna let me get all up on the bottom of them. She's not gonna let me do all that. But let me see. You give me a smile. You give me a smile. Can you get a smile? Can I get a smile? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open your mouth, Tilda. Tilda, open your mouth. Don't kiss me. Open your mouth. Open your. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see your mouth. Oh, look how pretty your teeth are. Oh my God, look how pretty. Let's show everybody how pretty your teeth are. Say, see? See, my teeth are so pretty. You got the prettiest teeth. I tell you. Look at here. Uh-oh, this one look kind of, it need a little bit more scrubbing. Wait, let mama finish. Let me see. This one need just a tinge more scrubbing. Just a little bit. Okay. Like, okay, leave me alone. she gets upset. She gets upset, and she wants to. She gets upset and she wants to stop. So I don't want to upset her. And she has her own washcloth. I have her own washcloth, and she has her own towel, wash towel, dry towel, and everything. So You know, she was sitting here and she breathed on me, and I was like, oh God, oh. And I have this drawer set up right here where I keep everything close to me, that so that I don't have to go and look for things. That's kind of a I'm a person that likes to have everything that I need in within arm's reach, so that I don't have to do a lot of reaching and trying to find things. That's yeah, to me that's difficult. So that's one of the things that I do, and I try to keep Tilda cleaned up really really nice. Now she, you know, I talked with the veterinarian, her vet, because Tilda gets a lot of eye eye boogers. She does, but the doctor said that Tilda has allergies, and this pollen and stuff that in the tree stuff, it it makes her nose run, and she'll sneeze when we go out. As soon as we get outside to go for a walk, she starts sneezing. She doesn't sneeze very much in the house, but her nose does run a little bit. Now I've taught her, it's like, Tilda, what, lick your nose, because she doesn't want me to wipe it. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wipe your nose, and then I call it dog boogie juice. And she'll run from me. She'll like, oh, here she come. So she's a good girl. She's my good girl. But like I said, I have all of her things within. She has a drawer just to herself for her, her little personal things. I have a little brush that I brush her out, and usually when I brush her out, if I brush her out in here, I got the vacuum cleaner right here so I can suck all this hair up. And Tilda needs brushing out every other day. She could get brushed out every day if you really think about it. She could get brushed out every day, but every other day is okay. Now I do her nails. I bought let me show you how I have everything to take care of I bought this for myself because I told you I have everything to do my own manicure set. I have my curer and all of the everything to do my own nails. It's been since 1985 when I went to cosmetology school, and I did it to do something just because I was bored. So when I did it, it was I wanted to have a fallback. I had gone to college for not cosmetology, computer science, and once I got finished with that, I was like, okay, jobs. I really didn't have to work. I was working for my mother's company, which was called Crenshaw Realty, and she had been in business for 27 years, and she was the only owner. And my mother had a broker's license and everything, so she didn't have to go to and try to find another broker to do everything. She just did everything herself. And what she did is, it's three of us: my sister Zena, my brother Edward, and I. And my sister Zena was a lawyer. So Zena also went to school and got her not only her salesman's license, but she got her broker's license, so that if something was to happen to my mother, we could continue the real estate company and keep it in the family. And she made me go to school. I got my real estate license, and so did my brother. Well, my brother was in the Navy, and he finally settled. He was here in Atlanta at one point, and then he finally settled in Maryland, and he was in Maryland for 20 years. And he had his own company, Destin Enterprises. And I was in Minnesota, I was working for a computer company called Zeals International, which in turn turned into Micron Electronics. And when my mom passed away, I didn't really want to come back to. I'm from Gary, Indiana. That's Michael Jackson's hometown. I'm from Gary, Indiana, and I didn't want to come back home to live. I did, uh, but what I did do, I did come home for a while. I took a leave of absence from my job, and I came home for a while after my mom passed. But uh, siblings don't get along all the time, and that was one of the things that, my sister being a lawyer and being the one with the broker's license and things like that. I she was one of those people. She was brilliant, and she got to a point where she was doing her law and doing the the real estate. She really couldn't give me the time for the real estate, and I needed a refresher course because literally I hadn't done it in years. And I mean, it was, my mom made us do it right out of high school. So my mom passed away in 96. So I graduated in 81, in 1981. So, and then during that time, I got married. I had two small children, a husband, and trying to get all of that, and then I'm going to cosmetology school, and I'm doing all of everything else. And I was still working for my mother's company, but in a different capacity at the time. So we really just did not do that. And I really wanted to go back to Minnesota because I was making more money doing what I was doing in Minnesota. So and I had benefits and 401k and everything. I mean, I had everything going for me in Minnesota. So I did not want to go back. The only reason why I really came home was because my children lived with my mother. Is what it is. It's life. So my cosmetology skills, just, like I said, I did that to always have a fallback. See, I always tell my sons, have a backup plan for your backup plan. You're always gonna have a job as long as you work and do your job and do everything you're supposed to do. Don't be that person that causes problems and waves. And my sons have longevity on their jobs. My youngest son works for the NFL. He has done the Super Bowl every year except for this year. This year he wasn't able to do the Super Bowl, but he has done the Super Bowl for every year. He has worked the NFL draft. He has done different events for the NFL. And my oldest son, he has a job that he's been on 18 years. So it's not like they don't have longevity on their job. And they both have been to college. So with that being said, it's like I wanted them to be, I wanted them to enjoy life and do things their way, and I wanted to go back to Minnesota and do me. But I always tell them, have a backup plan, because you never know when that company is going to fold, or if they laying off people or something, and you always have something to fall back on to keep your hustle going until you find another job. And I said, hey, go to barber school. You can always have yourself a clientele of you know, go rent a chair and do you and have you a clientele that looks for you, and you do their hair, and because everybody's gonna get their hair hooked up. Nobody is not gonna do that. That's always gonna be something that's gonna be done. So you just got to think about that. And that was one of the reasons why do I went to cosmetology school. You know, everybody's gonna get their hair hooked up all the time. When we were in lockdown for COVID, everybody couldn't wait to get their hair done. Once they lifted the lifted the unlocked us. They couldn't wait to get their hair done. You know, just washing it themselves, or the women with the weaves in it didn't had those weaves in there for that long. They were screaming to get to the beauty shops. So you always do that, or do something to keep your hustle up. That's my thing. Even though everybody figured out this internet thing, but that's my thing. That's my thought for the day. See ya.